What's going on, guys? State of the Game number 123 was live on June 5th, and now it's time for your 5 things you need to know. With the State of the Game, we had the pleasure of having Fredrick Thylander, or better known as the Weapons Guy, to discuss what changes were brought to the public test server in the Division 2 for Title Update 4. So without going into further detail regarding Title Update 4 as a whole, I'm just going to stick to the bare minimum of what was talked about during the State of the Game in case you missed it. So with the State of the Game, they brought attention to the fact of the specializations now, and especially specialization number 4, which is the gunner specialization with the minigun. The whole point of this Title Update 4 is to essentially see how well this specialization in particular holds up regarding DPS output, the ability to spec beyond the capabilities with all the other weapons that we do have now. With some changes that they did have is now, instead of only keeping in one specialization, so like your sharpshooters with your rifles, you can now spec any weapon per that specialization that you see fit, and which will help be accustomed to your build, if that makes sense. So yeah, he went over a lot regarding the specializations. None of the damage increase to the specializations are in the PTS, and that was noted during the State of the Game, but we should see that when the final release build of the Title Update 4 will come out, which is to be determined. So that's your number 1. Your changes to the specializations. This one really focuses on the specializations as a whole and the implementation of a gunner specialization. So your number 2, it changes to the Dark Zone in the PTS. Occupied Dark Zone will now have a rogue status. But however, it is not going to be as it is in the normal Dark Zone. This is going to kind of go back to the first division, where you had to essentially shoot another player in order to go rogue. So they're still trying to implement it, still trying to see how it's going to work, but it'll be a nice change for the Dark Zone players as well. Your number 3, PTS generic mod changes. You'll no longer be able to use your blue mods or purple mods into the generic slots with a high-end weapon gear. Now instead, those are going to go away, but the overall high-end weapon mods will still be viable for the actual for your actual builds. So that's something to look forward to. So all those hours of grinding for the blue and purple mods is pretty much void at this point. And then number 4, your changes to signature ammo. This one I really enjoyed seeing during the Title Update 4. I've had a lot of time playing with the Title Update 4 as much as I can, but the one implementation that I did like was the factor or the mechanic that they added to show you when your next specialization ammo, signature ammo, would drop. And this actually helps a lot because now you're not guessing as to when you'll get that piece of ammo, but now you'll know exactly when you will receive it. So it's not completely RNG based. You will finally be able to understand how exactly when it will drop, where it will drop, and it's also spread amongst your group players. So if you're doing the 8-man raid, you should see a lot more signature ammo drop, and then if you're running by yourself, you'll still get an immeasurable amount of ammo dropping, more so than what you are getting right now. So very happy about the mechanic that they implemented for that. And then lastly, your number 5 for the State of the Game recap. There are a few known issues. They are fixing an accuracy issue during the when you're going to the gun range and you're shooting your weapon. Apparently there's an invisible wall where your bullets aren't registering. However, I've noticed a few things actually when on the Title Update that there's just a lot of bugs and a lot of interesting factors that are going in with the weapons and the rounds that are coming from the weapons and everything of that nature. So I don't know. I'll definitely be reporting on it, definitely adding my notes into the forums, because it just seems like Title Update 4 right now is very, very buggy, and I know it's exactly what they want to hear. They want to know what the bugs are, but this one just seemed a lot more. Actually, it didn't seem at all user friendly than Title Update 3 did. So yeah, I mean, that was pretty much the state of the game right there in a nutshell. Again, Title Update 4 has to do a lot with the specializations now in the games. All 4 specializations can be spec'd to any weapon, which I think is a terrific idea. That way you're not geared to only one certain specialization. The gunner is fun to use. Still rocking it. Still need to spec it out completely. It might take me a full week to get the points and everything, but overall, I think the gunner is going to do a fantastic job, and I am looking forward to the next 3 new specializations that will be coming up in year 1 of the Division 2. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, turn on notifications, because I regularly post daily videos on the Division 2. And I will see you guys around. Take care.